Hello, viewers. This is Michael from Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast on my segment called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, very slowly, in case you didn't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to butcher hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Donbrothers. So basically, this episode starts off like this. We see the regulator mobile, Taro delivering a package to a house. This lady, who came to the door, signed the package, and she started to freak out and said that, I know you come back, son. And Mobile was like, what? Was kind of freaked out. It was kind of freaked out that the lady who answered the door thinks that Mobile is his son. It's his son. So basically, the lady starts to get attached to Mobile and basically shut up at his job, during lunchtime, and basically, make food. He started to make food for his co-workers and whatnot, and introduce her as Tao's mother. And Tao made clear this was not my mother. So basically, he turned to the other Rangers So basically, after he got to work, he went to the other Rangers at Black Kaido's cafe and told about his situation. So basically, the other Ranger was like, do you know what happened? Do you know what happened to her son? That the lady who says that you are her son. Do you know what happened to her real son? No. All she says that to me is like, I'm happy that you came back home. So basically, and that's when Shinji and the other Rangers saying, we can't really do anything. You could just tell. There are two options. You could tell her I'm not. Basically, you could tell her I'm not. Be honest, you be your boot honest with yourself and tell her that I'm not your son. But since that's not working, why don't you find out what really happened to find out? Just play along, and you find out what happened to her son, and maybe we can, once we get that explanation, maybe we could, find her real son and get you out of this situation. So basically, Mobile agreed and basically, to play along and pretend to be the lady's son, and to the lady's son to be the lady's son and whatnot. So anyway, basically, luckily for the others had, had Mobile wearing a microphone and basically like a special airing that had a microphone and a speaker and a camera in it. I don't know if that's what it is, but to help Mobile out, cause since he can't really lie while passing out and losing his pulse, so basically the special device that counts as a listening device and a camera also counts as a speaker. So basically, Shinji the Blue Ranger was was speaking through the listening device, and Mobile always had to do was just move his mouth every time that Shinji spoke through the speaker from the listening device. So basically, as Mobile got closer to, got to know the lady well, it's like, and they start, he finally got the information that he needed to the lady. So basically, it turns out the reason why the lady's son left home is because he pressured him too hard to play the piano. So basically, maybe, basically gave him some bad advice from it's Yoshi, the Pink Ranger, like maybe enforce Mobile will have to know how to play the piano now by tomorrow. So basically, Mobile is screwed because he was about to get the information what her son's name is. His first name is. They could have find him out or find out what the lady's first son's name is. The others could have find where the son is. So anyway, later that night, back at Black Tiger's, cafe, Mobile Tower said I can't play Tower said I can't play the piano. So basically, this lady expects me to play the piano. Thanks to your bad advice. So basically, I'm screwed. So basically, turns out that Black Tiger actually can play the piano. So basically, we went into the back. We're in the back of the cafe, and there's this big room with a grand piano, with a big black grand piano in the back room, and we see Black Cardo, dressed up in this tuxedo and started to play the piano for the Rangers. So basically, after seeing Black Cardo play the piano, Mobile was I understand how to play the piano now, and the other four Rangers, except for Jaro, who was not with them this whole time, was you just can't learn how to play the piano just watching, and Tyler said, trust me, I got it. So basically the next day, this ninja type monster, this ninja type Naho monster was attacking the city and making people disappear. Lucky the Black Ranger was there to save an innocent kid from being disappeared from this ninja monster, but the ninja monster ended up got away. So basically, the next day, The next day, Mobile met with the lady that thinks that he is thinks that Mobile is his son. So anyway, things got once again. After getting some more bad advice from the Rangers, said that Taro brought out that he's already married to a young girl, and basically, the other one had to pretend to be his fiance and whatnot, and so basically, the whole microphone. The whole listening device / microphone / slash camera to shut off trying to cut off. And basically, as soon as he noticed that the special microphone that he was, and listening device and camera that he was using to speak for Mobile suddenly shut off. And basically, Mobile was put into a hard place, and basically, Mobile can't lie to anybody because he passed out and basically passed out and basically lose his pulse and whatnot. So anyway, that's what he did. So anyway, lucky for him, he popped right back up when the ninja monster was attacking the area. So basically, before before Mobile and Hakra, the younger Ranger morphed up, the lady who thinks that Mobile is his son, started to attack the ninja monster, and the ninja monster seems like he knows this lady, and it started to act funny, and basically, it started to act funny and didn't attack the lady, even though the lady was attacking the monster. It seems like this monster might be the son son who laughed because she forced him too hard to play the piano. So anyway, the Rangers so basically Moltar and Hawker walked up. The other Rangers joined them, and basically the other Rangers joined them, and basically was fighting. So basically the five main Rangers joined together and basically started to fight the ninja monster and a bunch of foot soldiers. And basically that's when Jiro showed up. Told us that Jiro's danger personality is back in his body and taking control of over Jiro's body again. So basically, during the fight, Jiro's danger personality was attacking the Rangers and also the monster. But lucky that Jiro managed to pull himself together and got control over his body again. But the other Rangers were kind of pissed off that Jill attacked them and whatnot, and had a little discussion with him. The Blue Rangers started to beat up Jill for attacking him, even though it wasn't his fucking fault. They should have helped him with his dangerous personality in the first place to deal with that shit. So anyway. So after setting Jiro straight, Jiro's personality, the way the five main Rangers used their Avataro forms to take care of the monster grew, and that's when Jiro's danger personality separated from his body again, and basically both Noble Jiro and Danger Jiro, transformed into their Overpower Zord forms and formed the Toa Dragon Jin Megazord and took care of the monster, and basically the monster took care of the giant Naha monster, and basically turns out the Naha monster was the lady's son. After the lady saw what went down, and basically stuff went down and whatnot. So anyway, later that day, Paul came clean, decided to tell her, I'm not your son. I was just trying to figure out what happened to your son and try to, get information what happened from you about your son, and maybe help you reunite with your son. And the lady said, I know you're not my son, but I appreciate you. Doing all this, even though I did cause you some inconvenience and whatnot. So anyway, Molto had a moment with the lady, and he was like, can you do one favor to me? Can you run my back? Like a real mother, so basically Molto got a back rub from the lady who thought he was her son. So anyway, her real son, came to the door after Molto was done with the lady. Her real son came back home, and they made up. And as for Motal, he went into the back room of Black Powder's cafe shop and started to play the piano very beautifully. And basically, and the episode ended with Tall just just thinking about the happy moment he shared with that lady, with the lady, rubbing her back, and basically start and play the piano in the back room of Black Kaido's, cafe shop, and basically that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was stupid, but it did have it was stupid in a way. This episode was half stupid, but a little bit. It did have a positive, it did have some it had some positive character development for Taro, but at the same time, the character development was pretty much annoyed for stupidness that was going on with the Rangers and whatnot. So anyway, this episode was okay. So anyways, what do you guys think? Anyway, sign off. One.